What was you about it?
No, it's a game that you're supposed to deliver last week. Postpone it. I can't do it.
Jesus. Hi.
So, yeah, you're done. That's
What was you about it?
no, it's a game that you're supposed to deliver last week.
It's part of work ethics. Not everybody knows work ethics. And then if it is a skill kind of work, everybody will now treat it with laxity. So tailors have had a long history of that issue. Let me
It's cool. I want you.
go and
What's
tell
like
her.
that line?
It happens. It's highly possible. I think what causes that thing from a little experience, I'm not a tailor actually, is taking more than one jobs at the same time. People don't score the shots. People don't, no, not score the shot. People, maybe because of, I don't blame people. A lot of things can contribute. Financial, um, just to make and meet up with ends meet. People will just be taking work. Someone can, like in a day, the maximum you can do is 5 clothes, but you can't take up to 15. You end up, you end up being unreliable. No matter how much you try, you will not meet up. So that's what happens. They will just take up a lot of clothes at the same time, and then they can't meet up. So they'll zone out everybody. So probably what they probably what they did is that the man or lady must have zoned you out. Maybe either if you're a rich person and the system has been saying switched off, either he blocks your line or blacklisted your number so that it's be showing anything is possible. Or maybe the phone they used to reach him, he just forced it on it off. They used to have two cell phones now. So maybe the first cell phone for doing business is turned off and then the other number is on. At this moment, I won't advise that you should get angry. Just be asking God to touch the person's heart so that he or she will respond. Because at this moment, you're in their faith. You're left in their faith. This tailoring, I just like avoiding. I prefer avoiding doing anything equal, to be honest with you, because these guys will give you serious headache. I've had that experience before. But that one was school uniform. Back then, I went to school, so a school uniform for a particular position. This I'm still when I'm seeing all these things. But have mercy on me. So let's continue with the class before it look like as if you're now gossiping with tellers. Let me start sharing my screen. So what is going on? Preparing live stream. Yes. Share screen. Okay, so we're going to be looking at color theory. Previously we talked about color psychology, and I said in one of our classes that colors are more of it's not something that you learn on that one day. It's something even me that is talking about colors. I'm still learning colors daily. I keep learning. So I'll just share with you the one. Let me pause sharing and know a student that is meant to join, but he has not joined anyway. I'm just continue. So with regards to this, it's very important that we know the use of color. So there's a rule in the way we talked about grid previously. There's a rule for colors. So Philip, please mute. Jesus. Philip, please mute your microphone. Let me put my distance to positive mode. Okay, so we're going to be looking at color theory. So we're going to look at the rule of thumb for choosing color in your design is 60, 30, 10. So that's the rule 60, 30, 10 rule. is very important. I think later, verse 6, 10, that's it's a very important thing because what people find difficult doing, especially in design, is color. You know, when we talk about color theory in our previous class, we talked about the color psychology. No, sorry, the psychology of colors is basically what does color mean and the right colors to apply. And then we now looked at color wheel. So that color wheel class, that is different color palettes. You can use analogous colors and erase. Very important, please. If there's not that video you watch in the graphic design, please revisit color wheel because if graphic design is heavily color intensive, and if you don't know how to balance your colors, no matter how much you try, your design will not look good. That's why I'm emphasizing on this color. So the color theory we are going to be the color. The color theory we're using is called the 60-10 color rule. So let's go for that. So what's the 60-10 color rule? This rule is what guides designers in choosing and pairing colors for a design. What we did in the last class regarding color is just knowing the theory of colors and just knowing how the types of color palettes you can use. So that's what we're looking at. So we're going to look at how like that we are stating the rule. So the rule states, the 60-10 rule states that the primary color takes up 60% in your design. The secondary color takes up 30%. Then the accent color takes up 10%. So I'll explain what's primary color, secondary, and accent color. So primary color serves as the design's prominent color, establishing the basis of the overall color palette and occupying the largest portion of the space. So approximately 60% of your page will take up that color. So it means is what to take almost, if not almost the entire part of the page, but at least 60% is what to take up in that page. This is this is used. So I'll write it as this is the background color. That's the typography area. So this is used as the background color or the main element in the design. Let me make this correction, please, for that. This typography area. So the next slide. So the color, then secondary color is the next one we'll talk about. So you talked about primary color, now talking about secondary color. Secondary color complements the primary color that's used to gel. Secondary color complements the primary color and increases the visual interest of the design. It covers around 30%. So it's what is complementing the primary color. Secondary color is used for typography, icons, and subheading. So remember, this is graphic design. So it's not just design. People, if you do logo, if you do illustrations, you still apply the same rule for it. So accent color. Interesting. Let's talk about the accent color. Let's change off here. In the slide, I think I added accent colors. Wow, I didn't add accent color. This is well, maybe it's keep my mind. Now let's talk about accent color. So accent color is generally the color that's used to highlight important parts of your design. So that's what accent color does. It used to highlight important part of your design. So let me now show a demo. Give us a little demo of how you apply this particular color. So this is a design. I don't know why this is not minimizing. So this is a design. So it's really obstructing a lot. Okay, so this is a design. So you realize that is an illustration. So this is what I mean by illustration. This is an illustration, but it's done by a designer. Daily dose. So it's like a cake kind of design. is 60% is the pink, 30% is this brown, and 10% is this yellow. So are you noticing that what occupies majority or the entire space of the design is pink? That's like the prominent color. The 30% is the little, and then the 10%. I notice that the color palette you're using is just 3. I know Ella said preferably don't use more than 1, don't use more than 3 colors in your design. 3 is a safe zone. If you want to start using things like 5, it's possible, but you need to be very careful. To be on the safe side, now that you're still learning, like you're still in a beginner phase of design, stick with just 3 colors or 2. Safer zone is 2. Safer zone, so safest is then 2. Then to just be on the safe side, you can just work with 3 maximum for now. So minimum is 2, maximum is 3. So this is it. Yeah. So this is the color scheme. Pink, brown, yellow. That's the color scheme. 60, 30, 10. Then let's check another design. Are you seeing this particular design now? 16. You're seeing this, the white background is 60. The 30% is this purple, right? This purple is taking a large aspect of it. Then the 10%. The 10% is this yellow here and this small yellow here. That's why this yellow is 2 types. This yellow here is, I would have highlighted this one too, but I skipped my mind. Then this yellow is this particular yellow here. So this 60% is white. Purple is the 30%. And then we have 2 colors here, 2 yellows, 2 shades of yellows. This is the darker shade, this is the lighter shade. That's the things. So you have 10%. I notice the colors we are using here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that I'm saying, just to be on a safe zone, don't exceed more than 4. Why I'm using this, why I'm showing you this is because you can exceed 3. But I was saying to be on the safe side, just stay with 3. So you need to do the color scheme here, yellow, purple, and then 2 different shades of yellow. Let's go down a little bit. So are you seeing this design now? This design is fairly simple. This one is a little bit let me say, intensive. So we're going to be looking at the yellow here. This one is the prominent color, which is 60, is this one, is the green. And the green is of 2 different shades. You know, there's a darker green. There's a pattern. There's a darker green here. Then there's a lighter green here. I see it. Then the 30% is this white. Is balancing this green. Everything is not just green. Then the 10% is this guy jacket. Doesn't make sense because everything is white and green. But you notice that his jacket is the one that is the only color that is standing out here. That is green here, that is white here, that is still green as white, but his jacket is just the only green. That's the elements here. So it's still 4. Your primary color is 60. 60, 60. That's is sharing this 60. It's like I divided this into 30, 30. And then 1 green is sharing it, another green is sharing it. Then 30% is your whites. Then your 10% is your accent color, which is this jacket. So it now means that that this is the 60. I using the color palette now. This is the 60, this is 30, and this is 10. So that's where we'll be ending for today's class. So we are going to be the task we're looking at is you're going to select a color scheme. Sorry, not a color scheme. You're going to select a design like I did here. And then you're going to select a design of your choice and give the color ratio, not ratio, give the color ratio. Let's make this color correction. So what I mean is select it, the way I choose a design here. So you're going to choose a design too, and then highlight the color ratio, spot out the color ratio. You understand? Do you understand? Those arrows. So if you want to add the arrows, there are 2 things. It's not must to add the arrow. You can just say, you can just give me the coloration. But to add the arrows, it's fairly straightforward. Let me show you. Yes, it's blue slide. I used to do this. So to add the arrow, let's just open a new page. No, I'm just showing you how to add the arrow. Let's assume that you're on a new page. Let's draw a square, a rectangle. It's a rectangle. And let's draw other smaller ones. Control. Hold control and drag. Hold control. The regular ways, control C, control V. That's can paste, control C. Let's copy, control C, and then paste. Let's paste, which is control V. It doesn't get old. It's always young, although it's an old technique, but still works. So next thing, so to now add the arrow. So you can add arrows. Select the shape where you want the arrow to start from. Are you seeing this line right here? Click on the drop down. See there are different arrows. It's called elbow connector. Elbow. You have elbow, you have curve connector, you have curve. So, but the one you use is elbow connector. Anyone is no must. You're seeing that 3 dots, 3 spots here on the 4 anchors. So I see. Can extend it to pass, can connect it to join, depending on how you want it to be. Can also connect it like this, depending on how you want it. Can connect it like this, connect it like this, depending on how you want it. But let's put it like this. So I've now put the arrow. I don't know if you can see it now. So you can adjust the arrow to fit how you want it to, control Z. I made a mistake. Just that yellow line, you can just drag it. So if you want to add arrow from here, select the shape, go to select that elbow connector, which I just did. Then I see I've connected it now. I've been seeing that's screen for a while now. Then next is select if I should connect it. Let's say I want to connect it from this same place and drag it from here still and connect it to this one. Let's say I want to connect it like this. See it now. Then I can adjust it. So adjust it from here. Try to be in the same line. Let me come closer. I'm not seeing it clearly. Something like that. Or let's say you want it to be a little bit slimmer. You can adjust this yellow lines. You know how you want it to be. And let's select that same one, add elbow. You can let me add a curve connector so you see the difference. Curve connector. So watch the difference now. See, it's like a curve. It's not really like the elbow connector. It's just like a curve. Yeah. That's just the difference between it. Let's say in this curve connector, let's say I select it from here. I see how it gave me this curve. It gave you a curve. That's just the difference. It's correct. Same thing here. It's giving a curve to it. Same thing here. It's giving a curve. So that's just the difference. So, but if you should choose, let's say, yes. It's really, they're not. So if you should use curve, if you just use curve is not a connector. It's just for it to just draw a curve. I don't know if this making sense. It's just to draw a curve. So don't, in case you are thinking that the same thing. Then select the line you draw. You can increase the thickness, line weight, and increase it to 16. See, it's not big. You can reduce it to 3. So that increase the thickness in case you want to. add that thickness. Then if you want to put an arrow, select that same line. You see this line starts and line end. So you can, I don't know which one is my start and end, but let me just guess that this is my start. And this is my ending. This is where I ended the line. So I have an arrow towards the ending of the line. So if I select that same line again, start and end. So I can choose this. Okay, because you're taking a call. So I select it. I change it to the line I want. Send it diagonal. I change it to square. I change it to. So and it's good for labeling. This part is good for labeling. Let's say I want to label something inside it. I want to label, I can now change it. Or I want to select it and change it from square to this particular one. Maybe I want to label something inside it. So that's how you do it. That's how I did the lines. I did the lines that I want to select everything, drag and select everything. Select this one to delete it. So I think that's it. So what we now do is I've shown us the 6 to 10 rule. So what we'll do is we are going to do another design today on Canva. Should be excited now. I was expecting you stay here. So that's how I was looking at. Let me know. Hope or everything is fine. So I'm going to Canva now to work on it. So because we are still working with Canva, which is our basic design software for the meantime before we start going to Photoshop.
That's video remover is to reduce
yes
the quality of
images. I'm very much aware. Needs to reduce the quality of an image. Reduce the quality very, very much. So I'm looking at the design we'll do. What's okay? So suggest the kind of design we're going to do today. I don't have any in mind.
But it has to be a flyer, right?
Anything that comes, it's not a must, it must be a flyer.
So what are the options?
Design. Yeah. Okay, before I answer the question, let me counter another question. What designs do you already know? What designs do you already know?
I was thinking I was really like a good cover.
Book cover. That's a good one. Okay, what else to do a book cover? Okay.
Yeah.
Book cover. Very fairly basic. So what you do is is a good one. So what's this? Click on create on design. Let me move my bag so that you have enough space. This bag is taking some space. Let me put it here. So this is the cover. So what frame will you use? You know, in UI UX, we use frame. So what's your design? What dimension are you using? You call this one dimension. So if you're doing a book cover, what's going to be your dimension? You know, in the previous design, we use Instagram, which is this one. So now that I want to do book, which one will we use?
Instagram.
Instagram cannot work. Do you know why? Because it's a book. So you have to use something related to books. So Instagram is social media.
Okay.
Yes, 1080, and the dimension is 1080 by 1080. Because in it, Instagram stories 1080 by 920. So these things are dimension. I say these dimensions are like your digital ruler. The ruler, if you should use a ruler and measure this, when I say yes 30, yes 40. Yeah. So, but it's not a ruler. You're measuring based on it's digital, it's not physical, it's not soft, it's not something you can fuse a digital measurement. So this is 1080 by 920. So you now have to look for this is presentation, normal PDF, normal slide is 16 by 9. This is the ratio. You know what if you should divide these two, you get this ratio. So you're wondering why is it 16 by it's a ratio actually, showing that if you divide 920 divided by 1080, you get this ratio. So it's a little trick I've told you today. This is for video, this is for portraits. So what you might likely use is either flyer, which is A4 size, your book is normally A4, or documents, auto size. So what we use is we will likely use A4. Because of books are using A4. I forgot to show you. I forgot to show us this thing is very intrusive, and I'm trying to minimize it, but it's not minimizing. I just have to manage with it. So it's loading A4. I'm very minimalistic in my design. I'm not someone that does heavy design, although if the job requires me to do a heavy graphic design, I'll do it. But I prefer minimalistic design. I don't like what do I mean by minimalistic? Has enough white space. See examples of minimalistic design. Let me show you. From these templates. This is a very good example of minimalistic design. Minimalism means using less elements to achieve your goal. This is an example of minimalistic design. You see how minimalistic it is. No much thing is going on. Spring sale, 40, that is, in America, they have spring now. So this is spring sale, 40% off, more information. This is just minimalistic. Maybe it's to just show, from this design, I think they are advertising clothing and jewelry from what I see. So they're showing you highlights of. So this is a very good example of minimalistic design. Let me show you a good example of minimalistic design. Something like this. I see this very minimalistic, nothing much going on. It's another very good example of minimalistic design. So this is how I prefer my designs. I like this one too. Wedding photography. This is an example of minimalistic design. Although that the person combined fonts, yes, event types exactly to it, just to add that spike. Same thing going on here. The person use typographies. I just prefer this kind of design because it's just it just gives me, that's how my mind maps. Yes, my mind maps to it. This class, yes, because of how they use this. So let's now make it. I'll make two different two book covers, and then you now be the one to now judge. You now be the one to now guess the satisfaction of class. So photography. What are these photography? What are those templates again? I see that color palettes I'm talking about. So the good thing is Canva. Canva already helps to generate color palettes already by default. So they see this color. In this color, you have the color palettes. I don't know why this is not hanging. Okay, oh, this is the last page. So see this in this image, that wasn't a color palette from this image. So image, you can get color palettes from images. So you can get color. It depends on how you want to get it shy. There's no one way. You get what I did? Okay, that stuff, that sharp thing. So this is a combination. So why I'm not going to use this is because we are still learning. So I don't want you to get used to using their own defaults. So I'm going to leave those styles. So the question we'll ask ourselves now is, you're doing a book cover, right? Let me assume I'm a designer and I'm the client. So, sorry, we are both the designers and the client is unknown. Or let's say we are speaking to this unknown client, which is somehow related to you. So what in the book cover you want to do? What they want us? What are we deciding actually? What's the content? What is the book all about? Let's start from there. I'm waiting for your response. I should ask Philip. Philip, you're the one that brought up the idea to design book. Okay, Philip, if you're there, can you unmute and tell us you want to do a book cover? So can you unmute and give us an idea?
The question is what a book cover is, but
Jesus, Philip, no, that's not what I asked though. The
okay.
question, give us an idea. We want to design a book cover. So give us an idea of a book you want to design a cover for.
It depends on the book. Like, what are the contents? It depends on the contents of the book.
Yeah, you're still
The contents of the book determines.
So what contents,
Huh?
what book are we making the cover for? So my question is, suggest a book we should make a cover for.
Okay, a book, any random book.
Any random book.
Um,
Not an actual book, a particular kind of book we want to make a cover for.
let's just go with all these children's storybook. Maybe a story of the turtle and the lion or something like that. Animals.
Okay, a kiddies book. Nice one. Okay, so you can meet your mic. So we are doing a kiddies book. This is going to be a tricky one because for children, we have to be very careful. So, what came to my mind when I was designing this? Okay, let me remove myself from this design because a lot of things came to my mind. So this is a combined class. So we're going to take ideas from each other. So from your own end, you're going to tell me you are doing a children's book now. So we have all agreed with that. So the next thing now is what idea of what is your inspiration regarding this? So what idea do you have in your mind regarding this book cover? In this book now. So this one is you must give us idea. All of us give ideas, we all contribute.
Like I'm looking at maybe something like a little bit both pattern, create maybe 3 or 4 things are seated. This the way they say feels by moonlight or something.
Okay.
The animated images on, or maybe not real images on face, maybe something like that.
Okay. So that's idea number one. So Philip, give us idea regarding the book, what's the concepts you're going to use. Yeah, that's the right word, the concepts.
You need the job of the graphic designer to print stuff. Or is it the person that gave you the job?
It's your job now. It's your job. Someone can just say design a book. The title is this. So that's what they're paying you now because
just design it like you ask them to choose.
This your size interesting. Is it like you don't know what to say or something?
Okay, I'm trying to say something, but I think the network is interfering.
Okay, so
you said I should give.
Yeah, give a suggestion. We are trying to find out the concepts to design a book. So give us a concept.
Concepts.
Concepts.
The book is a book about what I said earlier. That's
No,
like
you're
children's
not.
book, right? So
Yes. What I'm saying is give us a concept regarding the book. Oh
the
my
book
God, why is
itself or the book cover.
no, just the design you want to the sorry, let me explain myself. What I'm trying to say is give us a concept you're going to use to design the book.
To design a book.
Do you understand the question now? A concept you're going to use to design the book.
Yeah, the my own question is like the type of book you are designing. Is it the one that I said about, or
Okay,
are we
yes,
just
yes. The children, the kiddies book now, the children's book. That's what you're talking about.
okay? We should um obviously pictures of animals because I said kids book like lions and this animal kingdom something like that. So obviously pictures of animals should be there and
Okay.
AM.
Yes, I'm with you. Go on. We are
Okay,
here.
okay, and um I think the colors should be used. Maybe like let's just say a picture of a jungle, like animals in the forest, something like that. And then all these forest nature something, and then the animals, and then that should like form the background or something like that. And then they head in the title
Oh,
of the book on
okay.
top, the author, obviously
Yeah.
somewhere below.
Okay. So you've given us a very key concept. So the idea I have, I'll not talk about it. I'll go with people's idea. So I'll go with your idea. I'll go with Philip's idea that is virtual. So I'm going to my idea does not really matter.
So the second page, I normally add what's the English for that?
Oh, not to, I'm just opening pages to try different things. What is one page here? Okay, notice I was opening the second page. No, I was just reviewing their design they are doing here. I was just previewing the design. That's all. There is no, there's nothing like there's nothing attached to it. So before you start thinking, I need to open two pages. So I liked these elements they used here. So I'm going to tap it. I'm going to tap it small. So what do I mean by I'm not using this, so I like the concept of this stuff, this white stuff. So I'm going to use it in this design. So I'm going to change the color. Oh no, I can't do that. I just remember that Canva is not like Figma. So to add an image, say add an image, right? Image of children, right? So on an image, I'll go to elements. No. I'm not looking for children. I'm looking for frame. I want to get a frame that you can put the children inside this kind of frames. So let me see all the frames that are available. Oh my God. Let me type call frame. Curve. Yeah. Blob is there. This kind of frame I'm looking for. Blob frames. If it was gender sensitive, I would have gone for what's it called? That's flowerish frame, maybe for girls. But since that's not it, I'll go with this. I'll go with this frame. I like how dynamic it is. But why is there a drop shadow behind it? I don't like the drop shadow behind it. How do I remove this? What I mean by drop shadow is if you look closely, there's a shadow underneath it. I see it. Okay, look. You don't need to look like that. Like I see the shadow. Just the way you are, there's a shadow here. I see it's underneath shadow. Okay, wait, let me show you. Don't worry, let me show you. I will show you the before and after now. Come in, let me check it out. It's streaming this thing. I want to check if the stream is still going on. Okay, yes. So the shadow is there. Pardon me. I think you won't really notice that shadow because of let me remove the shadow. Let me try and remove that shadow. You might not notice it because of let me show you the difference. Watch this now. Let me add this. Do you notice that this does not have a shadow? Oh, this one has shadow. Ah, wow. Are you noticing that there is this around that's inside that this dark something around the edges?
At the edge.
Yes. Same thing here. I notice at the edge there is this dark stuff around it. I notice it. Yes, that's what I mean by shadow. Let me check another one. I just pray that this one does not have that same shadow. Because don't have shadow. And I'm trying to remove it. So it does not have shadow. So you see. So that was the issue I was having. And I don't know how to remove. Not like I don't know. There's no option to remove shadow. So let's now find picture. So let's go to photos.
Are you using all of them?
No. I'll just test run and know the one I like. I like these three. So, but I prefer this one. I want to add a concept to the book. But the issue now is that this one has a shadow, and I don't know. I don't want that shadow. So let's now write children. My scenario saying let's refer to this as well. Children. This is where we now have a little struggle. I like this one, but it's not paid for. I would have preferred this one is the one I actually like the most. So
Okay,
yes.
I have to manage this one.
This one is still yes, this one is still doable. So you have added it there. This drop shadow is causing problem. I just delete it. So let's just go with this one. I would have loved to remove that shadow, but this one is what I want. Still, this is the one I prefer. But how do I remove that shadow? The shadow is
One who is actually
as the
so
people.
the people who are actually those who just look at the book, they might not really see all of this thing.
Okay, so let me put the drop shadow and delete this one. So this is what I want to add, and then if the shadow was subtle, I would have preferred it to be subtle. But the issue that is not subtle is too sharp. Okay, let me check something.
It was actually okay.
The image.
Like the way it's now spread.
Okay, no, I'm actually editing it though. I'm not actually. I think I've seen the where can I remove that shadow. There's no shadow attached to it.
This is the shadow.
The shadow I'm fighting with though. Okay, let me try one more thing and see if we can remove the shadow. Let me leave it since it's not removing shadow. Then next thing we'll now do is we can add text. So what will be the title of the book?
The book that have different storylines. So just use the bedtime stories.
Okay, bedtime stories. Okay. Voila. So we add a text box. We now call it the text box. We now type bedtime stories. So what we'll do is we will select and increase the size. This thing is blocking me terribly. I don't know why. Something like this. I see now this font is giving us a good is rhyming with what we want to do. And if he is giving this kid, it's called Holiday. Sounds like what a child would like. Oh, the day is coming. No more teachers. This thing that's not itself. So we're going to reduce this, no, not this. So that, if you remember Kennen and Tracking, it sounds like the name of some two guys, Ken and Track. So you reduce the line spacing, bring it a little bit. So I think it's adding a particular style to it. So that's the style I want to use. So I want to change
which of these
settings. Okay, see here, spacing. Yes, that's line spacing, and letter spacing is tracking. Line spacing is is paragraph, that paragraph. No, wait. Sometimes you have to review it. I'm misplacing it. Kerning. Yeah. Let's check the slide. I'm mixing it up. Let me check the slide. Let's check the slide and confirm. Typography. Scanning and tracking. I'm trying to remember. Kerning, tracking is referred to the uniform increase of. Okay, yes, I was correct. So this one is tracking. This one is tracking. This one is in line letter space. So it's increasing the space horizontally evenly. Down this. Then the one I was trying to confirm is this one. Where is it again? Here is leading. I was actually trying to confirm. Leading is the space in between two sentences of line. So this is a sentence, So I adjusted the leading. So this is leading. Letter spacing. So line spacing is leading. I don't know if it's making sense. So at this point, I'm going to remove. So I want these stories to be orange, at least to give this happy, children are always happy and they laugh easily, to show that they are always medically they say that is the reason for that. Let's change the color. So when you select, I've selected these stories. I want to change the color now. I don't know why. So I want to change to yellow. I already have a color scheme here, documents. Where did yellow come from? Okay, yellow is coming from this particular yellow. This one I have here. So yeah, I like this yellow. Yeah. My laptop is oddly lagging. I don't even understand why. So I've selected this color. So it's lagging. I'm not able to do anything. All the things I've been trying to do is still lagging up until now. Okay. So I've changed this to yellow. Has it changed color? Doesn't look like as if that's changed color. Oh, we actually did change color. So they see bedtime stories now, but the yellow is not very bright, so I'll have to dull it a little bit. So the children, so people can easily see it. So the yellow is, because of the nature of white, contrast is low. So let me increase the contrast a little bit. So I'm going to dull it a little bit. No, I'm taking it diagonal. See, did you see the current color now? It's a little bit, it's quite too dark. That's not actually I'm looking for. Let me take it out a little bit. Something like this. This thing is hanging too much. Somewhere around here. Around here. Something like this. So you see that I see it's now much visible than the other yellow. That yellow was the contrast was too much. Bedtime story. So this is the title of the book. Then since it's all about animal, we now look for images regarding images. We just look for another. Let's look for. Let's now. Let's put illustrations of people. You know what? Everything is just lagging for some odd reasons. I'm coming, please. Let me pardon my laptop. You just have the. Let me close this browser. Let me close this. Once is just be helping me check times. I'll not overshoot. Yes. You can now put vector animals. No animals now. Wow. Because of vector is related to drawn things. I told you the difference between vector and raster images. Vector is for things drawn. What's the difference now? The keyword. I think it now looks more drawn. The one I actually liked is not there again. Okay, let me just say, let me go with this one. There's one I actually saw. This teddy bear stuff, but they're all locked. I wanted to use this teddy bear stuff. Which one? I'm coming. This one. Jesus. It will see itself. It's hanging. Seriously hanging.
Not a lot of things going on.
Yes. It's part of the struggles of being a designer. Let me close Illustrator. Let me close Figma. So it's back now. So I notice the Figma or the light line. So I'll right click and set as background image. Because I want it to be a background image, but I don't want it's too sharp. So I'll select the background and then reduce the opacity, transparency, something like this. I don't know if you're seeing it. I don't know, can you see it? To give that sort of animalish, those teddy bear kind of Bible story. And then we'll now add the name of the
I can barely see it.
You can see it. Don't worry, we'll do a test. The goal as a goal. I don't want it to be, the goal, a background shouldn't be bright. If you're using an image for a background, don't make it bright because this watch now. I can barely see what is going on here.
Okay.
But this will reduce the busyness.
So I think we should take it.
Okay.
So that gives it to the end.
To the end. So this still is okay like this. I want to add the name of the person. So that is the name of the author now. So let me now go to type and add. So I'll change it from holiday to let's use DM Sans. No, say Pi. Let's say Sapara. Use your name.
You stop calling me Sakbara. My name is Onini. You call me Joy.
Okay, use Joy. So by Joy. So we increase the fonts. This thing is blocking me. I cannot select these things here for some odd reason because of this stuff that is here. I can't select anything. So what I'll just do is I'll drag it to it. So we can put the title here. Joy. Why I did not put it in the center is to create this emphasis. So let's say Joy. Let me say it's Joy. Yes, I should that name is Joy. The name of author is Joy. So let's give that emphasis. Joy. You can see author Joy. No, it's properties. Right, that one's make it bold. I cannot select to. I'll do it now. I'll try it. Yeah, it works. That's great. Author Joy. So that's it. So you have this is a very minimalistic book cover, which I like. I'm having issues with this thing. Let me remove it. No vex. I don't like this drop shadow is not giving me the concept I'm looking for. Let me choose another one. Let me use this particular one. Okay, let me use this one.
Element, you chose blob.
Yes, blob. That's the name of what I'm using. Let me use this one instead. Where's the image? I want to move the image first. This one is something this is more preferred. I think I prefer this self. It's first. Okay. I'm changing the hierarchy of the stuff. I think I'm liking this hierarchy better, so that this will give more emphasis to the image. So where is the photo? I've lost it. The image we use, I can't find it again. No. Yeah, yes, we went for. That should be a recent. Let me delete this. That should be a recent. Where? Yeah, yes. So this is a good one. So something like this. So there are two ways we can adjust, tweak this image. We can make it like how they are doing it in their websites. We can do it from, if you're not doing center line, I want to use this particular style. I think it's can use this particular style. This gives a more dynamic style. It means that you have to balance it in this direction. But I think that center line is the best we should use for it. So let's use this. So this is style number 1 for this book. Style number 1. Let's make everything all centered to be balanced. Better now. And bedtime story. This style number 1. There's the style number 2. Take everything down, take everything up. Take everything up. This style number 2. No, I'm going to change style. So I'm going to change another style. So we're going to use choose another style of design, which is we use typography style. I'm not doing any image at this design, grades and everything. I'm making it white using typography style, whereby everything is solely on the typography. Bedtime stories.
You're making another one.
I'm missing another style and I'm making it left aligned. This left aligned, the script fonts are not always good with left aligned. I've noticed it. So watch the style I'm using. I want the author's name to be above. I'm going to use switch design style of the switch style of design. Bedtime stories. This is the design here. Then I'm duplicating. I want you to pay attention. So please don't get distracted. So you see what I'm doing. This is the style of design. I don't know if you notice what I just did now. Let me expand this a little bit. Bedtime stories. So I'm using all yellow, and I'm using this to highlight just to show a little bit of visual interest, but it's still much. I'll reduce it a little bit more, something like this. As I was saying, you should pay attention. So what I did is something like this. Exactly, yes. So I want to achieve something like this. Bedtime story. So this is another style of design. I'll change this to white. No, for the sake of contrast, let me leave it as black. And just reduce it a little bit like this. It's left aligned. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to clear. But nevertheless, we manage it. So auto. This. I think it's best I just make it to be straight. Then make it straight like this, still okay. So how I did this duplicated, I just duplicated it copy and then paste. I just did. So I've pasted it, increase it, reduce the transparency to whichever style you want, then increase it. Let's say I delete this one and I want it to be here. Let's say I want it to be here like this or like this. This is still okay. So this is the minimalistic style of design, just bedtime story. But I think I prefer it when it was here. That when it was that place. So Q is not balanced because it's making that place too empty. Something like this is okay. Let's make the yellow a little bit brighter. The yellow is quite no. I think the yellow is better. Let's check red. Yellow, this yellow is okay. Bedtime stories. So this is another book cover. So we have tried out two different styles. This is a pictorial style, and this is a minimalistic style of design. Very minimalistic. We can still change the font. If you want to use another style, let's maintain the same style and change the font to style. So give me this font to change the way to look now. I'm going to reduce the yes, it's not why is it not fine is because it's not meeting up with the context of the design. So what we do is, but in another design, it might fit in properly. So the context is something playful. So let's choose another font. Let's choose Montserrat. So what you can do is to add more of your interest, we can make this bold. You decide a little bit. And try this. But this will just give you a fairly basic. It's just very basic. It's not very playful. It's just straight to the point. Bedtime stories. Let's try another style. We can go with scripts. No, that's the screen I'm looking for. Oh, I cannot change. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll cut it. I'll let you control V. I want the bedtime to just be on its own. So something like this. This is what I wanted to achieve, but that I want to white. So that's one thing with design. You just keep trying until you get this one still works. So let me change this to a script. This font can work. This Rocha. Oh, this font again. This one can still work. Roca 1. So let's try Roca 1 again. Where is that Roca 1? Sits here. Roca 1 extra bold. Okay. So let's try Roca 1 bold, extra heavy. And then we can try Ruka 1 lights. So you can use this one too. It gives these kiddies. But what I wanted to try is not even this Ruka. I wanted to try that one I used previously. That script holiday. So let's try and now make it big. If you're having this. Don't like this gap here. It's not giving me exactly what I was trying to achieve. I was looking for a script I can interwoven with this, what is not giving. So let's go with that Roka. So you can try this. You can use this particular style of design, Roka 1. Then so bedtime stories. So this is just simple. So we are previewing all of them, bedtime stories. Then one more style of design. This is the last style I'm going to try out. I'm going to use all typography this time. With this. So now typography. I want to go all image.
The other one is not looking,
What is it looking like?
not looking childlike, something like, so,
Okay. You mean because of how minimalist it is?
okay.
Yeah, is because of this style of design. Why is that? Is because this one looks very, yes, has a very matured. This is the one that is more childlike to it. So let me now. This is the last design I want to make. I saw a teddy bear one somewhere around there. The teddy bear now disappeared. Wow. So you're going to use this image. This one. Well, this is daytime now, and everybody's like, wow. Image I was looking for. They now came and now removed it to. I saw a teddy bear looking from somewhere, looking out from somewhere, and then I can't see it again. So, and this color for this bedtime story is even a wrong color. Shouldn't be a bright color.
Yeah, right.
Shouldn't be a bright color. As a way, I'm telling you, sleep you're trying to now bring back will now be you reinforce it with extra play. This thing is lagging so much. Let me type it in. I saw a particular image that was really nice. I wanted to use it, but I see the image here. This image I wanted to use, like the telling us bye bye. Although some children are afraid of teddy bears, so some kids are actually afraid of teddy bears. But for the context of this, I like this teddy because I'm going to use this style and I'll make this purple. I'll use a dark purple. Purple is close to night time. It's a dark purple color. And I'll now make this image full blown. Then this is exactly what I wanted to. This just exactly the style I want to use for this particular. This is our third style. Then I'll now make this author's name white. Take this a little bit up. I want to look for stars. Something. Let me put star. Then let me night sky. Night sky. Exactly, yes, exactly what I'm looking for. But why are they all locked now? Like, yes, this one. Okay, let's use this night sky. This night sky. Perfect. So, boys, to let me reduce it transparency a little bit.
No, the essence of having that. Now fading it. Like I didn't see it again.
I'm fading this night sky. That purple. So let's look at it closer. You see, this is another book that's, well, this particular night sky. I prefer this one to it. Wait, this one to it. It's going to give me that. I'm going to reduce the transparency. Much better now. Is what I want. Something like something subtle. So you see, I've added something. For me, this is my goal. This is my go-to design. So let's replicate this thing here. So let me copy this thing here, take it there. Let's replicate it here. Change the color to purple. Let's make everything like this. Then I want to lock it. I want to change the background color. Okay, I cannot change the background color. Let me change the background color to that purple we used. You know, this is not giving us the 90s kind of feel. So if even on looking on this book, the child will just flip off. So it beats. This is very, very, this thing is really causing of issue. Position one. So remember layers in position, layers now. We have to this is above all of them. So you have to take it down to the almost second to the last. Better. So indeed, this looks like a nice book. Bedtime story. So with this now, it's no longer this one.
You take the glasses part, the bedtime story.
No, the bedtime story. This is.
I mean the layers. Then you are arranging.
Let me show you. So you see, the layers is still the same. Coming. Sit here, position. Observe the layers. Which one do you think? Are you seeing the last? The last is the background, followed by this. Bedtime is up, followed by this, followed by this, and followed by this.
Well, how was it before you arranged it?
This how it was.
Okay,
Are you seeing the effects? It's covering everything, but I don't want to cover everything. I want it to be behind everything. Because that's your background.
You mean the nighttime?
Yes, the nighttime, but yes, that's what's behind it. So since this looks more of like a night book, you go ahead than the other one. So see, yeah, it turned out better self than. So you see, these are two styles. What happened? Where did this one go to? I thought I added this thing here. Why did it disappear? So let me add it here. I want to add it here. This hanging, my laptop is hanging. It can be very frustrating. It's Canva, and it is Canva always lags for some odd reasons. I don't really know why it does that, but I notice Canva always like to lag. So I just need to fit this particular one. So did you notice that discovering these bedtime stories, that is that night sky stuff? I go to my position. Let's see, is in the
one of the last things we added.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. So this is now better now. So these two designs are very okay. This one is nice, and this one is nice. So this shows you the power of iterating. Iterating means trying something over and over. That first, if you remember UI UX, that first try will not always Okay, something was pressing on the charger, so the thing was really tight. And I was trying to, it was really pressing on it down. Better now. So I was thinking this was my mouse. Yes. Urgent meeting. Powerful. Okay, no, I'm almost rounding off. So that's it, Sha. So let me print it and share it to your WhatsApp. Share it to our WhatsApp. So yes, yes, yes.
Just walk, but it's big.
Very sorry about that. So I think yeah, so that this is the design. So let me download this and show it to us. Design 4 and design 5. Times 3. See how colors can. See how colors is very important. Just color in this design has changed how will I put it, has changed the narration, the narrative of this particular design.
The best, if I have to choose, if that's the one would be this one. It's actually my appealing to you that the
other ones, see, like this one's now. This one is I didn't really like this design because it wasn't. This is just what we just see, our initial starts. Because I did most times over time, and it's the first design I do. Once you keep iterating, you now get the perfect one.
Well,
So
graphic design is really important. If you have the wireframe,
don't need to show.
Well, this one you might end up sitting down for the whole day and you end up
trying
all the designs.
No, graphic design is not. That's how I was telling people that it's not as simple as
something like something like that. Maybe you give a picture of what a person should by himself say what he or she wants.
Who is the person?
The client.
Hey, you have not met client that don't know what they even want.
No, just
some clients you meet, you tell them what do you want? The person will be like, I don't really know, just try. And that now when at that point you just be praying to God to help you, because at that state you're now like Daniel and what was the name of the prince in Babylon, and the king that told all his counselors that if you don't tell me my dream, people will all die today. So, yes. Did you tell him I was in the class? I'm rounding off now. I'm coming. So I should end the class. Okay. No wahala. Why no? Tell them Tritech. Yes. I know. That was it for me. Power to Jesus.